Dave. Dave. There we go.
What?
Wake up, Santa's been.
He's been.
Yeah, he's been.
Oh.
Yeah, in this brave new world of 1971, love. Oh.
I hope I get a selection box.
Oh, you probably will, although Aunt Gladys nearly set her neck on the new platform boots, darling.
Did she?
Yeah.
Well, I put some money in a card for you.
Yes.
I've given you 5 new pence.
I can't get used to these new coins, I tell you. I don't think I ever will, to be honest.
Because that's like a shilling, isn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, well,
It'll come out in the wash.
yeah. Hopefully you'll be able to buy some spangles with it or something like that.
Yeah, or a spirogyra.
Yeah. Spirograph.
Yes,
Yeah,
spirogyra's a plant.
Spirogyra is probably something very different.
That's just an STD.
Yeah, probably in your little small box of tricks.
Anyway, hello.
Hello.
Hello, welcome,
Hello.
gazers, one and all.
Yes.
Hi, we are the Problematic Gays. I'm Dr. Leonard.
And I'm Dave Moore.
And each week, each episode, we take a look at something pop cultural from yesteryear, asking ourselves the burning question, could you get away with it today? And if not, why not? And what does that say about society in 1971 this week and society now in 2025? Nearly 2026.
Yes, it is. And before we take a deep dive into our chosen topic, we'll look at the news events of the day. We'll look at the cultural TV landscape and we'll look at the pop charts just to put our chosen topic and the year in question into context.
And before we do that, I spy with my little eye something beginning with B.
My boobs.
Your boobs showing, love.
Sorry,
That
okay.
crop top does nothing for you.
Bubbles. We're talking about bubbles.
Bubbles, because it's nearly Christmas.
Yeah, and because it's nearly Christmas, we don't really need an excuse to crack open some bubbles, do
No,
we?
we don't.
Because normal drinking rules go out the window, let's face it.
Yes, they do.
I'm not adverse to cracking open the sherry at 11 in the morning.
No.
Or even earlier.
No.
While I'm peeling my sprouts.
No. Well, needs must.
Exactly.
Whatever it takes to get you through that day.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I have got over my hangover from the Problematic Gazette that we issued last Friday when I'd been to the Panto the night before. And
Yes.
just feeling a little bit fragile.
Oh, there we go.
So,
Lovely.
it's been a few days since alcohol has touched my lips. Lie.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's do it. Let's give our gazers some sound effects.
Yes, go on.
Here we go. Oh, that's gentle, isn't it?
That's nice.
It's gentle fit.
Is that mine, half glass?
Come on. Well, we've got the anti-spillage coupes going, so I know what you're like.
He's only jaded.
You've already decimated one of my Christmas decorations.
You didn't tell me. I thought I'd try and dress the set to look festive for those watching on YouTube. I hope you're appreciating. And so there's this lovely little silver thing downstairs. I just picked it up, fell apart. It was like the Krypton factor. It's like got 1 minute to put it back together.
Now, gazers, did you ever have this? My grandma had one, which is, it's kind of like a little silver tray, but on it, it's adorned with like little angels with little dinky bells. So you light candles underneath it and it spins round and it does like little kind of like angel bells.
What, and falls apart when you pick it up?
Well, Lee picked it up, it just fell apart.
I mean, I'm not exactly the Incredible Hulk, so clearly.
Shattered my dreams of Christmas past.
Shut up, cheers.
There you
Cheers.
go. And like family members, we do tend to bicker, don't we? That's even before we
You're giving
start.
me half a glass.
Oh, shut up.
I'll give myself a bit more. I never do. Just because someone's feeling parsimonious just because they had too much to drink last night. Well, not my fault, is it? I'm being punished.
So, gazers, have you been to any Christmas parties? Do let us know.
Yeah, you love a Christmas party, as you said last week, don't you?
Well, no. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Christmas parties, no, not for me. I mean, you know, I'm not bar humbug. I'm not a Scrooge.
No.
It's just my social anxiety just goes off the chart.
Yes.
It's like you stood in front of somebody you work with.
That's nice.
And it's like, oh, what do we talk about if we're not going to talk about work?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. There is that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I always home in on one of the cameramen at work because he's a gardener. So we can talk about gardening.
Fine.
Yes.
Fine. So you know you're on safe ground.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I always say to my hubby, let's think of 3 things I could say to somebody
Yes.
to open a conversation.
Yeah. What's your favourite colour? Have you got any brothers or sisters? What star sign are you? Like that.
Is that what you do?
Yes. I know. I like to
Okay.
think I'm a bit so sophisticated than that.
You are a bit more. So
What's your
what do
favourite
you
number?
do? Okay, for our gazers who do share in my social anxiety, what is your trip? Because you are known as a little bit of a social butterfly.
Yeah.
What is your tip for opening a conversation with somebody.
How are you finding the evening?
Right.
Always ask questions. How? Never ask a yes or no question. Force somebody into giving an answer that's not yes or no.
Do it to me then.
How are you finding this evening?
Yeah.
How much are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're having a great time.
Yes.
Oh, he's so bloody obnoxious, isn't he?
That wasn't very good.
Speaking of fractious relationships, here we are talking about Christmas TV icons, aren't we?
We are.
And not just Christmas TV icons of TV and comedy of yesteryear, because we're here to talk about the Morecambe Wise Christmas Special from 1971. Top line, I adored this.
Top line for me, it was bloody brilliant.
Yeah. So, what's your relationship with Morecambe Wise?
Well, I mean, come on. It was a staple, wasn't it, at Christmas? Obviously, we were kind of born during their peak. So anything we saw were the traditional repeats, possibly, of Morecambe and Wise, unless it was at the tail end of their TV career. I just remember it. I've got that nostalgic hue about it. My parents absolutely guffawing at it, watching it with my grandma. It was on. It was a Christmas staple, a Christmas tradition. And you know, it's testament to the longevity of Morecambe and Wise that even the repeats still tops the Christmas Day ratings and things. So, yeah, I absolutely love them.
Yeah,
What about you?
It's the same. I remember their show on ITV when I was a kid, and we used to watch it and thought it was hilarious. Obviously, I missed the Christmas specials from the 70s, or they were probably on.
Yeah.
But I was playing with my Etch-a-Sketch or something by that point. But yeah, I thought they were great. And was very happy not to be disabused of that when we watched this.
Wasn't it nice to watch something that was genuinely funny after the previous 2 weeks of It's a Wonderful Life and Downton Abbey?
And also genuinely Christmassy.
Yes, properly Christmassy.
It felt like proper Christmas telly.
Yes.
Finally. Yeah, it was. So before we take a deep dive into Eric and Ern, I've seen a film about that actually. No, I haven't. Shall we have a look at some of the key events facing the UK in 1971? And surprisingly, we've not done 1971 before.
Haven't we?
No, we haven't.
Oh, good. Fresh meat.
It's an inaugural year for us.
Very good.
Yeah.
Try saying that after another glass of champagne.
It almost didn't come out, actually, as I was saying it.
Inaugural. You went, oh, Mary, what's the name?
Berry?
No.
Tyler Moore?
No.
White House?
No. It's not
Baby Jesus
Mary.
about that.
It's not if Mary is that historian who can't...
Lucy Worsley?
Yeah. Say it's an inaugural year.
I keep refining my Lucy Worsley impression. That's the second time we've dropped a bit.
Do you know what I've said? Gazers, help me out here. I think that Lee could be a Lucy Worsley type character.
So do I.
/ Mary Beard.
Yes. I was getting really confused there with Mary Berry. I thought Beard? What do you mean, like a gay man pretending to be a straight man?
No. I mean, what does Mary Beard do? Does she do all the
she does the
historical
Roman stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I think you'd be really good at that on telly.
Yeah.
Anyway, if any producers are watching. But don't leave me.
No, I won't. You can come with me.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, you can.
I record it? Can I film it? I'll direct it.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
I'm just going to use the Christmas tree time just to fan myself. It's a bit hot in here.
Heating's on.
Heating's on. The lights are on.
Yeah.
And I'm sweating.
That's showbiz, darling.
That's showbiz.
You've got to rise above it.
Luckily, the face is powdered. Otherwise, it'll be a hot mess.
Well, exactly. I mean, you'll probably lose a lot of weight because you'll sweat it out.
Probably.
That's one good thing.
Yeah. Should we have a look at the news?
Not that you need it. You like a little rake, you.
Thank you, I think. Let's cross over to the news desk.
Let's do it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Here we are at the news desk.
At the news desk.
Yes. You don't often see Maurice Stewart with a coupe of champagne.
No, but she's got it under there. She's got it under. Yeah. They all do.
Don't they? Yeah. Well, I find it helps the words come out better.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Because you're not thinking about it as much.
That's true, actually. It's the same when you learn a language. It's also recommended if you're trying to speak the new language, just have a glass of wine to loosen you up a bit so you start getting subconscious about it.
Yes. Well, they say as an actor, when you're going on stage, or recording a take, television as we call it in the biz. Yeah. If you've learnt your lines enough, forget them. Just walk on stage and forget your lines.
They'll come to you.
It will come.
Yeah,
as long as you've put the work in.
Exactly.
Now, we have read through this once, haven't we?
That's putting the work in, yeah.
Didn't really go that well, but we're hoping it'll be all right on the night.
It'll be all right on the night.
Yeah, so shall I go first?
You go
Is it
first,
me?
yeah.
Okay, so on the 15th of February 1971, it's D-Day.
What?
not that one.
Fine.
The UK and the Republic of Ireland both switched to decimal currency on the 1st of September. The pre-decimal penny and threepence ceased to be legal tender. You see?
Yeah.
I did that without stumbling or anything.
Perfect. That's newfangled decimal currency. Honestly, it won't catch on.
Oh.
It won't last.
You see, we think nothing now of just dividing everything by 10, do we?
No, because it's the most sensible, logical thing to do, like the rest of the world does. But no, we had, 12 pennies to the shilling. It's 15 shillings to the pound. It just makes no sense at all.
No.
Some people want to go back to those days, Dave.
They do. When England was great.
Yeah. God, here we go. Yeah. It's the 70s. So, of course, there are strikes taking place. On the 1st of March, an estimated 120,000 to 250,000. Another one of those big disparities of numbers.
Yeah.
Anyway, that number of Kill the Bill protesters go on strike against the 1971 Industrial Relations Act. Thank you.
Yeah.
In London. The Act introduced measures that many unions saw as direct attacks on their rights, such as ending the legal immunity unions had from being sued during strikes. The Act proved so unworkable and unpopular it was effectively abandoned and later fully repealed by the Labour government in 1974.
Now, I haven't got a lot to say about that because I don't really understand it.
Good, thanks for that.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Okay. Just thought I'd get it out there now. I did kind of semi-glaze over, which is very unprofessional of me, and it's nothing to do with the delivery.
No.
It was the content.
Yes, well, it just shows that this is the Conservative government are trying to wrestle with the problems of unionism. In the early 70s, union membership is at its absolute highest, and the unions wield great power, as they will continue to do so throughout the decade, until a certain Iron Lady comes in and bends them to her will.
We'll be hearing from her later.
I think we will.
Yeah, but in lighter news, on the 7th of June, the children's TV show Blue Peter buried a time capsule in the grounds of BBC Television Centre, due to be opened on the first episode of the year 2000. Now, that sounds really exciting.
Oh, my God.
I can imagine what they put in there for the marvel of school children in the year 2000.
Yeah, like items that represent the cultural landscape of 1971. And what did they put in it, Dave?
They put in it a set of new decimal coins, the Blue Peter 1970 annual, and photos of the presenters of the show. Well worth the wait. 29 years later.
Wow, gosh.
School children gather at a hole in the ground.
Yeah. Do you remember when we were kids that the year 2000 seemed like impossibly far away, didn't it? It seemed like we were going to be all in lame jumpsuits and riding cars in the air and in the sky and stuff, didn't we? Well, look at Space 1999 or Space 1979, because it shows you where we thought we were going to be in 2000. I mean, come on, Blue Peter, that's a bit now.
Yeah, well, I blame Back to the Future 2 for all that.
Do you?
Because it told us that we'll be like riding around in hoverboards.
Oh, yes.
You know. And there was the hologram Jaws that came down on the billboard.
Yes.
That actually almost did come true.
I mean, some of it has.
With ABBA Voyage.
Yes. Well, yes. Yeah, that bit when Agneta comes out and gives you a drink halfway through the concert, it's incredible. I used to love an annual.
I did.
Yeah.
I had Grange Hill annuals.
I had Grange Hill annuals, I had Doctor Who annuals, obviously. Did you know the Ua Woolley and the Bruins?
Oh, Our Willie and the Bruins. Yeah, the Scottish one.
Yes, used to get those every year.
Did you?
Yeah, they'd get a compendium of all the strips that appeared in the Sunday Post that year.
Were they popular up north? Because you were quite close to the border, weren't you?
Yes, they were. And every year, I mean, Mother used to devour whichever one it was, because they'd alternate the years between Ua Woolley and the Bruins. And I always preferred the Bruins.
Okay.
Wow.
Do you want to read the next one?
Yes. On the 14th of June, here's that lady, Education Secretary Margaret Thatcher's proposals to end free school milk for children aged over 7 years were backed by a majority of 33 MPs, hence the nickname, everybody 1, 2, 3, Thatcher the Milk Snatcher.
Well, didn't
Was rubbish. We didn't realise that bit.
You have to say Thatcher twice.
Okay, let's try again. 1, 2, 3. Thatcher the Milk Snatcher. Yeah,
See,
there we go. There we go. I used to get free milk at school, though.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
There's little bottles.
Yes.
Little mini bottles.
Yes, we did. I mean, that was in the 80s, so obviously it wasn't hugely successful. But I mean, you know, if she proposed it as Education Secretary, it was backed by a majority of 33 MPs, so everybody voted for it.
No.
and there was a majority of 33.
Yes, yeah. Lactose intolerance was not a thing in the 1970s and 80s.
Neither was nut allergy.
Yeah.
Veganism might as well have been from Mars.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But I do remember a poor girl called Emma in my class at school, I think it must have been 6 or 7, who just projectile vomited her milk as soon as she'd had it because, Mum hadn't said she can't drink milk, she's not good on it.
Oh, well, at least it didn't come out the other end.
No, it didn't. And do you remember when someone was sick, they used to put sand on it?
Yeah.
Really weird.
Yeah.
Just leave it there.
Strange days at
Strange
school.
days.
Okay, so Europe news now. On the 21st of June, the United Kingdom begins new negotiations for EEC membership in Luxembourg. And 3 days later, that's all it took in those days.
3 days.
Yeah,
Wash it out.
done and
Wash it
dusted.
out, darling.
The EEC, so this is, I'm saying EEC, but it's EEC
Yes.
for our international listeners. They agreed terms for the United Kingdom's proposed membership. It was hoped that the UK would join the EEC next year.
There's a grim milestone on the 7th of September. We talked about how the Northern Ireland conflict is really rumbling on at this time. And a grim milestone, the 7th of September, when the death toll in the Troubles reaches 100 after 3 years, with the death of 14-year-old Annette McGavin, who was fatally wounded by a gunshot in crossfire between British and the IRA. Dreadful.
Yeah, just being caught in the crossfire of that. Imagine being
Dreadful.
a little
it
girl.
happened a lot of times.
14-year-old.
Yeah.
Just
Dreadful.
going about business.
Can't imagine it.
Yeah. On the 21st of September, television music show The Old Grey Whistle Test was aired for the first time in BBC Two.
I was never really... it was too late. And it seemed to be...
Old people talking about stuff.
Really
Was it old
earnest
people?
music.
Yeah, just really earnest,
like
dissection
obscure
of music.
Yeah. And it never had like the 3 Degrees on it or Bucks
No.
Fizz.
No. It was no going live, was it? When they used to have like the record corner.
Yeah,
Stuff.
exactly. And finally, some good news. On the 1st of October, Godfrey Hounsfield's invention, the CAT scan, was used for the first time on a hospital patient in Wimbledon.
Nice.
And has been invaluable ever since.
Yes. Have you ever had a CAT scan?
I think I have. Yeah, I have.
I think I've had one on my heart.
Yeah.
Or was that a Doppel thingy? Doppler thing? I'm asking those questions again.
Is there a doctor in the house? It's not of history.
That we haven't researched.
Yes, stop asking me questions like that.
What's
So that
an
was
MRI scan?
magnetic resonating imagery.
You see, you do know things. So I do keep lobbing them at you, and sometimes it sticks, and you do know the answer.
Yes.
So I'm going to keep doing it.
Okay, I'm just going to quickly fan myself for the Radio Times again.
That's the Christmas edition. Don't crease it.
I'm using it. Can't work in these conditions. So, usually we have a look at what was on the TV landscape in the year 1971, but this time we've actually got the schedules for Christmas Day 1971. Now, I didn't bother with BBC Two because we wouldn't be watching it, would you? No. Do you want to do BBC One?
Yes, shall I do BBC
Go on.
One?
Go
Okay. Is it this one the first one?
Yes.
Okay, so at 9 a.m, this is Christmas morning. At 9:30 a.m, Aspel's Christmas Crackers. Michael Aspel,
Yes.
obviously.
Yeah.
This was before Noel hit the waves.
Yeah.
But then obviously it turned into Noel's Christmas Crackers, as
Yes.
we knew, wasn't it?
Much later.
And then at 10:30 we've got a family service from St Martin's Parish Church in Moseley, Birmingham.
Bit of religion.
Bit of religion. And then at 11:35 we've got the Basil Brush Show.
Oh, boom, boom. I still love Basil Brush.
And then, at 12 noon, okay, I might need to take a little sip of my
Take a sip.
champagne before I say
God.
this. This comes with a little caveat, everybody.
Yeah. It's the 70s, so there might be some unsavoury characters lurking around as they
Okay.
want to do. And at 12 o'clock we have...
I was going to say it. Rolf
Yeah.
Harris meets the kids in hospital.
I mean, there's nothing about that title that's right, is there?
No, nothing.
It just... on Christmas Day.
Let's move over to something a bit more sanitised. At 12:50, we've got Ken Dodd, We Want to Sing. I can imagine that'd be quite fun.
Yeah, it will be quite fun.
Ken Dodd, yeah. And then at 1:15, we've got Bruce Forsyth for the Generation Game.
That was good.
Yeah.
I've never heard you do Bruce before.
Yeah, it's one of my repertoire.
Yeah, who's your other ones?
Kenneth Williams.
Do Kenneth?
I can't because I can't do it to command. It has to come out naturally.
Okay, naturally, right.
It's like my mother's Hilda Ogden.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Can't do it to command.
Okay.
Then at 2:15, we've got Top of the Pops, 1971. Then at 3 o'clock, The Queen.
My Family and I.
My Family and I. Look down on you all, you peasants. That's basically what it is, isn't it? I mean, why do we sit there like idiots with our Christmas hats on, watching the Queen, now
never
the
did.
King? I can't be arsed with the King now.
We never watched it. Never ever watched it in my house.
Yeah, and then at 4:15, we've got the black and white minstrel show, which is a staple around this time.
Yeah.
Hugely popular.
Huge.
Regardless of what you think about it and what the connotations are these days.
Yeah, huge.
People watched it, and it was on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, then at 5 p.m, we've got Aladdin, which is obviously a kind of a panto-y kind of vibe. With who? You can say this.
Priscilla! Oh.
Is that on YouTube?
I don't know. I don't think it is. We should have done one of Scylla's Christmas specials, which are on YouTube from the 80s, which are just jaw-droppingly appalling. Maybe next year when we set our Patreon up.
Yes, we could do that. Oh, we could do a little watch-along.
Yes.
Because, dear gazers, one of our plans is to do little watch-alongs where we provide the audio.
Yeah.
And then we just say, okay, press play now.
And then listen to us. Get a glass of your favourite tipple and join us as we chat along with you. It's like we're being in the room with you.
To Aladdin with Cilla Black.
Oh, my God.
Can you imagine?
If it was like Aladdin like last year we talked about.
Yes. This time last year, we did do an episode on Aladdin and the 40 Thieves.
Yes.
From, when was it?
84, 83, 84.
83, 84, and it was a sight to behold. Please spool back and listen to that if you're in the panto mood.
Yes.
Okay, let's skip on a little bit, okay? So at 6:40, it's Christmas Night with the Stars. We've got Engelbert Humperdinck, Lulu, Vera Lynn, Harry Seacombe, the New Seekers, and Dick Emery.
I mean, that's try and get across the board, isn't it?
It really is a cross-section of the entertainment industry there. And then at 8 p.m, the Morecambe Wise Christmas Show.
Yay! So prime time, big jewel in the festive crown.
9:05 Arabesque, a 1966 film starring Gregory Peck and Sophia Loren.
I mean, it's only 5 years old, so I guess it probably felt...
Only 5 years, 1966.
But because Jaws, I guess... There's a tangent here. Work with me. I'm going to get to the point. But Jaws is the kind of first film widely recognised as the start of the summer blockbuster, the blockbuster movie. So we don't really have blockbuster movies to show on Christmas Day at this point, I guess.
True. I suppose we'd have like the Guns of Navarone and...
Yeah, or the Bridge over the River Kwai, something Wary.
Heroes of Telemark.
Windy Pops.
Excuse me.
He's first off the mark with Windy Pops, did you mean?
I know. Well, I did have an egg sandwich before we came on.
Yeah. God. So professional.
Okay, let's crack on. Okay, so at 10:45, The Good Old Days, the Old Time Music Hall from Leeds. We've all seen those on, we all remember them, don't
Clips
we?
of them.
Yeah, Roll Out the Barrow and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then just to round it off, we've got Reflections on a Nativity Painting at 11:55.
That'd be for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Literally something, what was that? Sister Mary used to do the art. Just be somebody saying, this is blah, 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 blah. And good night, everybody. Okay. National anthem, day's done.
Very good. Okay.
ITV.
Yes,
here we go.
it.
So we've got carols in the morning, 8:15. We've got another church service from the Princess Street Congregational Church in Norwich.
Oh, Norwich.
So ITV's doing religion at this point as well. Very unusual. I guess it was part of their remit. They had to, I suppose. 10:15 is a merry morning with John Alderton, Daisy May, and Savine. I thought it said Servalan. Okay, I don't know what that was. Children's Christmas Cinema at 10:45. Captain Sinbad, a film at 11:30. There's a Christmas sing-along at 1 o'clock on ITV, darling, with The Bachelors, Moira Anderson, Sasha Distel, Howard Keel, and Andy Silver.
Do you remember Sasha Distel?
Yeah.
And Howard Keel, wasn't he in
Dallas?
Yeah,
he was.
Miss Ellie's husband.
I think he was, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that sounds thrilling. 2 o'clock, the Kelvin Hall Circus. I will point out on 3:10 on BBC One that you didn't mention was Billy Smart's Christmas Circus. So circuses, very much a thing.
With animals.
With animals.
Yeah.
The Queen, blah, blah, blah. King Solomon's Mines is the big Christmas Day movie with Deborah Kerr and Stuart Granger. Now, that's 1950, so that's 21 years old at this point. Number 5 looks a cracker. A Variety of Reg Varney. Reg Varney of On the Buses fame.
Which we're going to do at some point on the buses.
We should, yeah. We've got Mike and Bernie Winters All-Star Christmas Comedy Central.
Oh, very good.
6:05. That goes on for 2.5 hours.
Shit.
Then the big movie of that night is Around the World in 80 Days with David Niven, Robert Newton, and Shirley MacLaine. Then at 11:40, It Matters to Me with Leonard Park and then Anne Allen. I'm not particularly inspired by that line.
I'm not.
We would be BBC
I'm not.
One.
I wonder if the BBC Christmas TV was a big thing in those days.
Well, we'll find out the ratings for Morecambe Wise. Yes, it was.
Okay, fine.
Yes, it was. Don't know if ITV kind of just let the BBC have it at this point, because
I
obviously advertising is not such a premium rate for Christmas Day on ITV1 because it doesn't get the biggest viewing figures. So maybe they just have to scrape a bit. What's that barrel scraping noise?
I mean,
these could be huge shows, you know, we don't know.
2.5 hours of Mike and Bernie Winters. I mean, I don't know Mike, but I know Bernie. Didn't he have Schnorbits?
Yeah.
So that was a Winter All-Star. So it would involve some comedy sketches and then Schnorbits.
Yeah.
Walking on every now and again.
Yeah.
He was a big St. Bernard dog with Schnorbits.
Yes, and bear in mind that The Comedians is one of ITV's shows at this time, which is basically racist, sexist, homophobic comics doing stand-up for an hour. So maybe there's a couple of those.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on.
Let's move on.
Should we do the singles charts?
Yes. So this is the 19th of December, 1971. So we'll find out what was going to be number one on Christmas Day, 1971. Let's have a little look.
Let's do it. Should we do top 20?
Top 20.
Okay, let's rattle through these. Yeah, I suppose a little bit, but only the ones that have stood the test of time.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be a lot that have fallen by the wayside.
Yes.
Certainly not number 20. Is This the Way to Amarillo, Tony Christie?
We know that one.
Yes, we do.
But I'd be interested to see this because actually, just as a side swerve, it's widely acknowledged that the first big Christmas song is John Lennon and Yoko Ono, Happy Christmas, War is Over, which was released the following year, I think.
see.
Which is when the Christmas number one race becomes a thing. And suddenly record companies realise you can make a ton of money by releasing a Christmas single. So I'd be surprised if there are any Christmas songs in this chart. Number 19 is Morning by Val Dunican.
Number 18, Solely, Middle of the Road.
I mean, never was a band's name more
appropriate. You know what I mean? What should we call ourselves? Let's call ourselves A Middle of the Road. Okay, brilliant idea.
Number 17, Surrender, Diana Ross.
Mm-hmm. Okay, number 16, It Must Be Love by Labby Sifri.
I didn't realise Labby Sifri was around that long. And that's the one Madness covered, isn't it?
I think so.
Number 15, Fireball by Deep Purple.
Oh, number 14, Johnny Reggae by the Piglets.
13, Sing a Song of Freedom by Cliff Richards.
Have you seen the latest TikToks of Cliff Richard still on stage doing his stuff?
No.
And the general kind of tone of it is, look at him trying to bust a few moves. But, I mean, he's on stage on tour. I mean, he's not yet in the Tony Christie literally being propped up and injected with adrenaline.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the Peter Pan of pop.
He is the Peter Pan of pop. I wonder, because for many, many years, his calendar was the best-selling calendar of the year, every year without fail. Be interesting to see if that's still the case.
Andy was Christmas number one, Mistletoe Wine.
Yeah.
1988 was that.
And then there was another one the year after.
Was it Saviour's Day?
Yeah.
I can't believe I knew that.
Wow. There were sometimes you should ask for the fact-checking department, David.
Fact-checking department, I didn't know that off by heart.
Good on you, Cliff.
Good on you, Cliff.
Yeah.
Right, where are we? Number 12 is Softly Whispering I Love You. Congregation. Someone been listening to our...
Pre-record.
Yeah. Softly Whispering I Love You.
Number 11, Run Baby Run, New Beats.
Okay, number 10, Till by Tom Jones. Till what?
Morning.
Till number 5?
Yeah. Till number 5, please. Number 9, Banks of the Ohio by Olivia Newton-John. Onge, as she's forever known.
Onge, yes. Number
That's what
8.
Karen Carpenter used to call her.
Yeah, number 8. Classic. Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves.
No,
by
you can't.
Cher.
You can't say it like that. You've got to do it properly.
Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves.
Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves. Like that, Dave.
Okay, right,
That's
over
the law.
to you.
It's the law. Oh, my God.
For our gazers listening on audio, Lee's just wet himself. Told him to wear that tenor, lady.
One of my favourite ever songs. It's Scylla with Something Tells Me Something's Going to Happen Tonight. I love that song so much. Oh. It brings me so much joy. I'm rushing. I'm rushing.
I was saying.
Shivers up my spine.
I feel like you're taking a pill.
I feel like I'm taking a pill.
Just Scylla Black.
Just sleep a Ruthie in my drink.
Yeah. Okay, why did I get this one? Number 6, Tokoloshi Man by John Congos. That's
Good.
a mouthful, isn't it?
Number 5, No Matter How I Try, Gilbert O'Sullivan.
Classic here. Number 4, theme from Shaft, Isaac Hayes. Yes, we know that one.
Yeah. Number 3, Because I Love You, Slade. I love that song.
Yes,
yeah,
I do
great
too.
song.
Slade, they're kind of really highly regarded, aren't they?
They are. They did some
Slade?
cracking stuff back in the day.
Everyone knows them for their Christmas song, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah.
That's all I've got to say on the matter. Number 2, Jeepster, T-Rex.
Another great song.
Yes,
Yep.
number 1.
So what is going to be Christmas number 1? Well, friend of the pod, Benny Hill with Ernie, the fastest milkman in the West.
Very good.
Weird song that, wasn't it?
It was a weird song, yes.
Huge selling. These songs were selling huge amounts of money.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you know what I think we should do? Crack on, because I read a review that said, they've been talking for half an hour, I haven't even got onto the subject that they're talking about yet.
Was that a review of us?
Yeah.
Oh, you're joking.
But I obviously didn't listen to the opening 30 seconds where we explain what we're going to do.
Where was that review?
Don't worry, he's been dealt with.
Good.
A quick reverse internet search.
Yeah, we'll come for you bastards, wherever you are.
Okay, shall we have a little top up?
Yeah.
Because we're getting to the matter in hand now.
Yes.
Which is the Morecambe Wise Christmas Show from 1971.
Indeed. Would you like to tell us a bit about Morecambe Wise, Dave?
So Eric Morecambe was born John Eric Bartholomew, and Ernie Wise, born Ernest Wiseman, were known as Morecambe Wise, sometimes as Eric and Ernie. They made their name in variety, appearing in the Variety Circus, the Windmill Theatre, the Glasgow Empire, and many other venues around Britain. And then with their own radio show, You're Only Young Once, first broadcast in 1953. And then they moved into television.
A long history.
Yes. On the list of the 100 greatest television programmes drawn up by the British Film Institute in 2000, The Morecambe Wise Show was placed 14th. In September 2006, they were voted by the general public as number 2 in a poll of TV's 50 greatest stars. They were both appointed the OBE. In 1999, they were posthumously awarded a BAFTA Fellowship. And in 2013, they were honoured with a blue plaque at Teddington Studios, where the last 4 series of the Morecambe Wise Show were recorded.
Oh, that's lovely.
So Eric and Ernie, national institutions, weren't they?
Absolutely. I didn't do a synopsis, thought we'd go through the show itself. If you haven't seen it, it is available on the iPlayer in the UK.
Yes, we'll post a link to it.
Yes, and if you haven't got a UK iPlayer, just get yourself a little VPN and you can watch it.
And get yourselves on YouTube, because there's loads of clips of Eric and Ernie, Morecambe and Wise on YouTube for our international listeners who perhaps might not have heard of them.
Yes.
But they were really famous, weren't they, for their Christmas shows and attracting really top-notch stars of stage and screen and music and everything.
Yeah.
Everybody clamoured to be on the Morecambe and Wise Christmas Show, didn't they?
And they clamoured to be on the show, but also they went on the show knowing that they were going to have the piss taken out of them. I'll come to this later on, but again, it's the time before modern celebrity. So for the viewer to see somebody like Glenda Jackson playing silly and stuff was just like, oh my God, it was like...
Well, Angela Rippon was a
famously
newscaster. All you ever saw her was from the waist up, reading the news, being very serious.
Yes.
Went on Morecambe and Wise, high kicking, showing off her legs and everything.
Yeah, I mean, that was an iconic moment as well, wasn't it? When she's reading the news and the desk comes when she's got this long dress on and off she pops. And that cemented her, really. So going on this show was also a really easy way to kind of make you huge, make you really well known within the British public, wasn't it?
Yeah, and this year, 1971, the Christmas show was vintage, wasn't it, for celebrities, which we'll get into. It was kind of a variety show, wasn't it? Which is where their roots came from, that variety circuit, which was really popular in the UK.
Yeah.
And so it was a mixture of kind of like short little sketches and then longer sketches with celebrities, wasn't it? And then a mixture of, there'd be a musical act. So we open up, and one of the famous things about Morecambe and Wise was that they were often seen in bed together.
Yeah. It's really weird, isn't it? Watching it now,
Yeah.
it's the show opens. The first shot is them two in bed together,
Yes.
sleeping.
And no one bats an eyelid.
No.
Do they?
But there's not even a hint of queerness about it at all. It's supposed it's like Bert and Ernie in Sesame Street. It's just weird watching it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like it was perfectly normal for two men to be in bed together, which in 1971 it wasn't.
Yes.
You know.
I can't get my head around that.
It's just so bizarre.
Yeah.
And I think it's really nice because it's kind of subversive in a way, isn't it?
Yeah.
But at the same time, completely normal.
And it just feels really innocent.
Yeah. And we're not saying they were in bed together having rumpy pumpy. They were literally buttoned up in their pyjamas.
Yes, sleeping in this case. Yeah, but you'd often have sketches of them sitting next to each other in the bed.
Having a domestic conversation with each other.
Yes. And there's the famous scene, which is not in this, when they're preparing orange juice in the morning, so the stripper thing, da, 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 you know. So clearly the hint is that they also live together.
Yes.
But again, this is without any hint of gayness at all.
Yeah.
It really struck me. Yeah. The next thing that struck me is that Eric Morecambe was a fucking genius. He's just brilliant. He's so magnetic to watch. And I kind of, at the beginning, I was like, God, poor Ernie Wise. He's the straight man pretty much, isn't he?
Yeah.
And Morecambe just flies, you know. There's touches of the anarchic about him. He's a very modern performer. There's something of the live wire about his performance, isn't there? But then the more I watched it, the more I thought, actually, Ernie Wise is also a fucking genius, because to play against that, you can tell they've worked together for years.
Yes.
You can tell there's a respect between them. I did read some of the big celebrities who was on the show said, although it looks kind of haphazard, they rehearsed to the nth degree.
Well, it looks quite anarchic, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Spontaneous.
Yes.
But to do that successfully, you have to have rehearsed and rehearsed it.
Yeah. And I heard also that everybody just loved working with them. There was no divaness. They were just so down to earth. They're just lovely. Yeah. Morecambe is 45 in this show and Eric Wise is 46.
Right.
So
everybody looked older
yes, they did.
in the 70s, didn't they? It was tough on them.
Nobody moisturizes.
Nobody
drinks enough water.
The diet is probably not great.
Oh my God, I'd be smoking.
Vitamin? What's a vitamin?
Vitamin, get out in the sun as well. Sun, try and get some baby oil on.
Yeah, but I mean, the little twist in this sketch when they're in bed together is Santa comes down the chimney. So we're very firmly establishing ourselves. It's a Christmas show.
Yes.
But it turns out that he's a burglar and he steals the family silver.
Yes. And off he pops.
Yes.
End of scene.
End of scene. Yeah.
Now, like a lot of the things in this, you notice, on paper, it sounds a bit shit or just sounds a bit basic. It's the performances which elevate this, doesn't it? This material.
Yeah, it really does. And then we get the opening spiel. We get the opening titles telling you who's going to be on the show.
Yes.
To whet everyone's appetites.
Yeah.
And then they come on, don't they, and talk to the audience. They involve the audience. It's very kind of Benny Hill in that respect. You know, they're always involving them.
And you can see they're used to working a crowd, can't you? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I thought what was good about Morecambe and Wise is that they mock people gently. It's a gentle ribbing. So they gently rib the audience. They also cock a snoot to the establishment as well. They've got no qualms about mocking the higher echelons of the BBC. And they can get away with it because it's just a gentle thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
They mock Lord Hill, who was obviously the chairman of the BBC at the time. And then Dick Emery just walks on, says one line and walks off again. That's the calibre of people we've got on already.
Interestingly, Dick Emery's just appeared in the show before, Christmas Night with the Stars as well. So that's twice on Christmas Day. He hasn't got a show that but he's around. Yeah. It's the performances and the spiel, the shtick, which carries this really.
Yeah.
As is the next little scene. Again, on paper, two monks come in, ring a bell, go and take a drink of beer, go back and ring a bell.
Yeah.
Sounds shit.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Some people, you can just look at them and they make you laugh, don't they? Or it's a little look. And there was always something a bit unpredictable about Eric Morecambe that he could kick off.
Yes.
You know, had a little lip curl, you know, if someone was annoying him. Yeah. Obviously all staged, but all rehearsed. But there was like, he's going to kick off any second now.
I used to love it when he did that thing where he moved his glasses on a slant as well. Yeah.
I've just raised my glasses for everybody who's listening.
And a lot of slapping.
A little slap, proper slapstick kind of thing.
Love it.
And then we get this sketch where there are two turkeys and they're dressed up at Christmas, aren't they? Two turkeys in the pen.
Yes.
And they're talking about what's going to happen to them. They're going to end up in the oven, on the table and everything.
Yeah.
So that's good. But I mean, that reverses expectations because the twist is that Ernie gets picked by the lady who comes to pick the turkeys. But, so Eric's laughing at him saying, you're going to end up cooks and everything. But the lady wants him to breed with other turkeys. turkeys. So there's a suggestion that Ernie's going off to
Be a
have
stud.
sex with lots of other turkeys.
Yeah.
Which was fun. It was really cute. And just the visual image of them two dressed up as turkeys was funny.
God, when they come out of that coop at the beginning,
Yeah.
I was pissing myself. Yeah. Really?
Yeah, it was funny.
Then we get Los Zafiros, the musical number. Los Zafiros, the Sapphires in English, were a Cuban close harmony vocal group.
Yes.
Working from 1962 until 1976. Apparently, I enjoyed Los Zafiros. I thought it was quite cool.
Yeah, they were really good. And, well, were they Cuban or were they Spanish? Because there was two bands called Los Severos.
Right.
So it isn't actually stipulated whether the Cuban version or the Spanish version. But they also appeared in the 60s and 70s on shows like Benny Hill Show and other music shows.
Thanks.
Thank you. There was half a fact there.
Not
facts.
the old grey whistle test, I suspect.
No, they wouldn't have been
Los
on that.
Severos never went on the old grey whistle test. No.
And then,
Big name.
big draw, big name,
Yeah.
Glenda Jackson appears.
Yes. Yeah.
Looking resplendent, poised, elegant,
In on the joke.
commanding.
Yeah.
In on the joke, they said that they only got her in because she thought she was a dame. They introduced her as Dame Glenda Jackson, and then she comes on and she goes, "I'm not actually a dame, you know." And they're like, "Oh, God, that's the only reason we got you on." But she'd been on the show before in a famous Anthony and Cleopatra sketch. Yeah, and she's back.
She's back. Back,
Popular
so popular,
demand.
they brought her back. Yeah, and she's great. Self-effacing, takes the piss out of herself. And then we have a Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire number, which I thought was hilarious. Yeah. The main gimmick of which is that the canes, the top hat and tails and canes, is that Eric's cane keeps getting longer. Yeah. And the physical comedy was so funny, honestly. It was just fucking brilliant, wasn't it?
And do you know who they reminded me at this point? I might have modelled themselves on Morecambe Wise, is Vic and Bob.
Oh, absolutely.
There was this whole, it was a surreal thing.
Yes.
I mean, how and why and when did Eric's cane get so absolutely massive?
Yes. Yeah.
The good thing about it is they obviously tell the guest stars, you play it straight, let us focus on the comedy.
Yes.
That's the whole thing. And that's what makes it work, because Glenda Jackson's dancing around.
Yes.
Just being absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Really good dancer.
Really good dancer. Elegant, this beautiful red dress.
Yes.
And everything. Totally ignoring all the anarchy that's going on around her.
Yeah. It was great. I was howling at the TV.
So
howling.
fun.
Then we have another famous set piece.
This is probably one of the most famous set pieces,
Yes,
isn't it?
André Previn, who is a very famous composer, conductor, soundtrack producer, a big name in the classical music world, comes on and takes the piss out of himself, basically. And again, it's just great.
He's only come on because Eric and Ernie have told him that Yehudi Menuhin was going to play in his orchestra.
Yes, and it turns out that Eric is the one going to be playing the piano, and there follows a long scene of... I don't want to spoil it because it's just fucking great. Did you notice, though, is it the Royal Philharmonic or something they've got? All male, all white.
All male, all white in the background.
No women in this orchestra at all.
Proper corpsing.
Yes, there
and
were.
Then this is the immortal line, isn't it? That a lot of people remember, which is, I'm playing all the right notes, but not necessarily in the right order.
Yeah, it's really, really great.
It's really funny.
And that corpsing you mentioned, I love that, because a lot of when the celebs are doing their little bits, they're kind of joking at the same time and laughing. And I like that. Benny Hill did it as well. I miss that in things. It kind of makes it a bit more intimate, I think, doesn't it? Because suddenly you're in on the joke with them. They know they're in on a joke, and now the audience is as well.
Yeah, and apparently André Previn was late. Now, I'm prefacing all this with allegedly, because obviously there's folklore and people say things about what happened.
Sure.
But apparently André Previn arrived late, not his fault, but only thought he was coming on to say a couple of lines and then was immediately presented with 6 pages of dialogue.
Wow.
By them. And again, he was worried that he wasn't going to be funny, and they said, we don't want you to be funny.
Yes.
We want you to be dead serious, and we'll do the jokes all around you. So he was like, phew, all right then, let's do that.
Gosh.
But yeah, it's such a great sketch.
And then, well, we've got another big gun, haven't we?
We have
Burley Chassis. Shirley Bassey.
Burley Chassis comes on and sings a rendition of Smoke Gets in Your Eyes.
Yes,
Now, this is another one that I remember howling at the time, my parents howling at.
Yeah. I've seen it. I think it's definitely one of the ones that gets repeated. I was howling at this. Absolutely pissing myself laughing at this.
Shirley Bassey comes on, plays it absolutely straight. Beautiful voice, powerful voice, but there's like a moving set around her, and it kind of breaks down, and then you get Eric and Ernie in their kind of brown coats as caretakers, all stage props hands, and everything, trying to get the scenery to work while she's singing the song, which is great. And again, apparently she found it really difficult to keep a straight face.
I bet she
keep going
did.
for retakes.
Yeah.
But she also said it was one of the best things she's ever worked on. Because I think people treat superstars, they wrap them up in cotton wool, don't they? And it's very sycophantic environment for a lot of stars where they go places. Yes, Miss Bassey, no, Miss Bassey.
Yes.
Anything you want, Miss Bassey. And there's these two idiots just taking the piss out of her.
Yeah.
Which must be really nice and refreshing for somebody.
Speaking of taking the piss, did I ever tell you my Shirley Bassey story?
No.
I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay. I've got Shirley Bassey's story as well, actually. But it's far too mucky.
So is mine.
Is it?
Yeah. Crack on.
Yeah. Sorry. Not very entertaining for our guests, is it? But I think what's
send a stamped dress envelope and we'll write it down for you and
But I do think what's really nice is that they actually give Shirley Bassey a song for herself, Diamonds Are Forever, where they don't take the piss out of her. It's just her on stage, and she shines, doesn't she?
Like a diamond.
Yeah. Shines like a diamond.
She's
was
luminescent.
She miming?
I couldn't tell, actually.
I thought she was maybe miming.
Probably.
But hey.
It doesn't. It's Shirley.
Well, it doesn't matter because, I mean, she sounds phenomenal on the recording.
She does.
So I think that's probably about the peak of the show.
Right.
Because then we do get a sketch, and I have to say that I did find there was a weak sketch in this, which was...
Is this the April Showers one, or is this Francis Matthews?
It's Francis Matthews.
Because there's an April Showers sketch before that.
Yeah.
Which again I thought on paper sounds shit, but actually is quite funny. They're playing the piano at different times, singing different songs, weather-related songs. Every time Eric sings a song, he's saying stormy weather. He gets splashed with water. Ernie sings a song that's like bright sunshiny day, you know. And again, sounds rubbish, elevated by the performances. Then we get the weak link in the chain. I mean, by this stage, everybody's just pissed on Sherry, aren't they? At home, so
they are. And there was a big star of the time, which hasn't kind of translated into modern day law.
Yeah, and he was a big star, Francis Matthews, the star of Paul Temple. He was on lots of TV shows. A very recognisable face from the 71 audience.
He was the voice of Captain Scarlet.
Yes.
In Jerry Anderson's Captain Scarlet and Mr. Ons. He appeared in several Hammer productions like Dracula, Prince of Darkness. And as you say, he was in the role of Paul Temple on TV, and he was in The New Avengers as well.
Yes.
And he was admired for his versatile voice, screen presence, and long career spanning over 5 decades in the entertainment industry.
Yes, all very commendable.
Yes.
Just this, it's a Robin Hood sketch, isn't it? And it's a little bit, it goes on a bit.
And do you know why? I just think he didn't play by the play it straight rule. He played it as though he was in on the
gag.
Show.
Yeah, he did.
And it felt as though he was improvising the script a little, whereas someone like Eric and Ernie would want the script verbatim.
Yes.
You know, there's no room for improv.
Yeah.
You know, especially with comic timing and everything, you have to kind of play it to the letter.
Yeah.
So it just kind of fell a little bit flat.
Yes, yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but I was silently belching all the way when you were talking about it. So sorry. I loved the end of that sketch, though, because Eric notices the camera first, looks directly at it, then Ernie, and then eventually all the cast was like looking at the camera. And I thought it was so funny and so clever.
Yeah.
It was so kind of anarchic and just must have felt so immediate to the TV audience watching at the time.
I mean, there were funny elements to it. I just felt this was one of the weakest ones.
It went for too long.
There was a lady in it who played Maid Marian, was Anne Hamilton, who was Morecambe Wise's go-to female actor.
Do you know anything about her? Because I was quite interested in her. Because I felt like I knew her, but I guess I'd seen her on the show because I don't think she was in other stuff, I don't think.
She'd worked with Morecambe Wise for years and was their go-to. But her first professional job was as a dancer at the famous Windmill Theatre. Now, that's where Eric and Ernie... In Soho. Eric and Ernie kind of started there as well, so maybe that's where their paths crossed to start with. But I want, as a segue, just to talk about the Windmill Theatre in Soho, because it's got quite an illustrious / controversial history about it, hasn't it? The Windmill Theatre.
And called that because there used to be a windmill there, literally when Soho was open fields back in the 16th century. Before it gets the name Soho, which is an old hunting cry. When you spot a prey, King Charles I used to go hunting around the countryside, which was London at the time.
Right.
And if you spot a prey, you go, Soho!
Oh, really?
And that's where it's got its name from. And the Windmill Theatre is named after the windmill that was there.
Amazing.
There you go.
Amazing.
I'm a fucking historian, everybody. Cheers. Yeah.
We all know about the Moulin Rouge in Paris.
Yeah.
This is the Windmill Theatre. Now, there are kind of little similarities there.
Yes.
So it was famous for its Rudeville shows.
Rudeville?
Yeah, they used to call it Rudeville. It was like a play on vaudeville.
Right.
So it was most famous for its Rudeville shows and its tableau of nude female performers who remained motionless on stage.
Of course.
And this was because during the 1930s and 50s in the UK, there were British censorship laws and they forbade outright nudity on stage. But the Windmill got around it by having these women pose completely still like living statues and like often dressed as classical or artistic figures. Movement was prohibited, so technically it wasn't considered indecent.
Yes, that's right.
In the heart of Soho,
yes,
if you want to go and see naked ladies,
yeah,
go to the Windmill Theatre.
Yeah, and of course, at this point, Soho is the centre of the British pornography trade. Mm-hmm. Soho was a seedy... It was the wrong side of the tracks, basically, in London, wasn't it? You went there, you knew what you were going for. There'd be porno cinemas, there'd be strip shows, and all of this. But this, I'd forgotten that rule that you could get around it by saying, well, it's a tableau. It's not a performance. It's an old school tableau. So,
and also, oh, that's the doggies barking.
Those doggies barking, it sounds like a turkey farm on the day of slaughter. Let's keep festive about this.
Well, they're desperate to get to the postman because they love the postman.
They want to eat him.
And the postman loves them, apart from when one of the dogs scratched his leg, but the postman was very forgiving. Sorry, is my talking boring you? You're just concentrating on pouring champagne for yourself. Anyway, so the Windmill Theatre, it was one of the only theatres in London to stay open all the way during World War II. Yeah, the theatre earned the slogan, "We never close," because it remained open throughout the Blitz, performing for Londoners even during air raids. This made it legendary for its resilience, and then it moved on to reviews and comedy. The theatre also staged short reviews, musical numbers and comedy sketches, often featuring the rising stars of British theatre and film, a la Morecambe Wise. Anyway, so I just wanted to let you know that is what the Windmill Theatre was all about.
I love that.
Yeah.
And again, it speaks to that how variety was a big night out for lots of people. You know, pre-television, you'd go to a variety evening and you'd see a variety of acts. Dancing girls, magicians, singers, you know, a bit of comedy, which is where Morecambe Wise plied their trade and honed their craft.
Yes, also Diana Dawes started off there.
Wow.
And Cliff Richard as a child.
Wow,
Just bringing it full circle back to Cliff.
Oh, that was lovely, darling. Cheers to that, darling. Yeah, that was beautiful bit of circling.
Yeah.
Cheers.
It's completely coincidental, but there you go.
Yeah. Don't say that. It's planned. Then they have a lovely final number, don't they, the two?
Yes.
Sing along. I got a bit teary.
No, it wasn't the traditional Bring Me Sunshine, was it?
No.
It was a play on it.
Yes, and I got a little bit teary. I got a bit teared up. I got a bit teary throughout watching this, actually, just because it felt so pure and it was so... Oh, I just adored it.
That was my final note.
Oh.
I've put wholesome.
Wholesome, yeah.
There was no swearing in it.
No.
There was a little bit of sexual innuendo, but even that wasn't problematic as some...
No, problematic.
Some shows that we've covered in the 70s were really, really grossly grotesque.
It was a joy. Yeah, it was a joy to watch something that wasn't punching down at any point.
No.
That seemed really respectful of the people it involved, and thank God there were just no problematic elements of it at all.
There wasn't. So
it drew a massive audience.
Yeah.
19.15 million viewers watched this on Christmas Day 1971, so it was huge.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's one of their most watched ever shows, this particular one.
Wow. Well, cheers.
Cheers to
Eric
them.
and Ernie.
Oh my God, to Eric and Ernie.
For bringing us sunshine.
Bringing us sunshine after 2 weeks of bloody misery.
Yeah. It was refreshing to watch something. I mean, 1971, that's over 50 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's still as fresh as ever. Well, obviously it's dated and in its production and everything. But
the comedy, the performances, bang on.
Bang on.
Yeah.
Bang on.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Loved it.
Okay.
Absolutely loved it. What would you give it out of 10?
I think I would give it 9 raised glasses, comedy glasses out of 10.
Yes.
How about you?
The same. I'm going to give it 9 short, fat, hairy legs out of 10. If it hadn't been that Robin Hood sketch going on a bit too long, it would have been 10 for me. I just thought it was fantastic.
Well, finally, we watched something that we really enjoyed.
Hooray! And it's
Yes.
Christmassy.
And it wasn't problematic.
Oh,
you see, this is the good thing
God.
about our show.
Yeah.
We don't have to pick and find fault in everything.
No, we don't.
which
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, we don't pick and find fault in anything unless it's warranted,
Yeah.
in our opinion.
Yes.
Obviously. But it was nice to have something just to watch and go, isn't this wonderful?
Loved it. Absolutely loved it. As you said earlier, wholesome but anarchic and left field enough to be
Yes.
really funny.
And a little bit unpredictable as well.
Yeah. Now, we're going to take a swerve for next week, aren't we? Because we're
are.
going from the wholesome to the
Yes.
deeply cynical,
Yes.
but funny for the last of our Christmas episodes for December. And we travel to 1988. What we're looking at, Dave?
We're going to look at Blackadder's Christmas Carol.
I'm quite excited about this as well.
So this was a little deviation, wasn't it, from the Blackadder series,
Yes,
which were normally kind of 6 half-hour episodes.
Yes.
Spanning different time frames. But
Yeah.
they decided, for Christmas 1988, we're going to do a little 45-minute special based around the Christmas Carol,
Yes.
where Edmund Blackadder is a good guy.
Yes. Spoiler alert. Twist.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll look forward to that.
Yeah, really look forward to that.
It was great. I enjoyed that so much. I recommend, honestly, go and watch that Morecambe Wise because it was just great. Really great.
Yeah, we'll
really.
post a link, as we said.
Yes.
And also we'll post a link to all our socials, which is Podcast Gaze on Instagram and TikTok.
Yes.
We're also on YouTube as well.
Please
So,
like and subscribe.
yes, give that follow button a little click right now, please. Thank you.
And remember, we're gearing up to our final Gazette of the year where we're going to look back in a retrospective and we'll be opening the listener mailbag.
We will. So we need some mail, basically.
Yeah, we do. So please write to us. Thanks. Send us your choice epithets, not like that bloody review earlier.
We're eyes above. We do.
Yeah, we do.
Because for every guy who doesn't listen to the intro, there's a Rocky in Australia who absolutely adores us, darling. And the Genie Nunu of this world and the Ruthys.
Yes.
You know.
The Ruthys, the drugs you put in it.
Yeah, Ruthys. Yeah.
Right, I'm off to high kick down some stairs in a glamorous flop like Glenda Jackson. What are you up to?
Well, I'm going to go and dress up as a turkey and go gobble gobble.
Oh, I bet you are. Friday night, love, chin chin.
Friday night, yeah. 3 glasses of champagne down.
So join us next week for Blackadder. And until then, everybody, a reservoir.
Au reservoir.